How's it going, everybody? It's Mystical here. For those that might be new to the channel, this might be the first time you actually hear my voice, because I don't do commentary very long. Those that have been subscribed for a long time probably already know this, but kind of have to repeat myself each time I do a new video, because it's such a long period in between usually. So before I get into today's topic, talk about the gameplay that'll be on the background. And basically it's just my extra pool of content from various games where it was matches that were super short, or I joined late, so it wasn't worth uploading an entire video. So this is kind of just a collaboration of all the extras that I've collected over the last few months. So you'll see a wide variety of stuff in the background while I'm talking. So I wanted to do a commentary because it's been a while, and also quite a bit has been happening in the gaming industry the last few months, so I figured I'd catch up on all that and talk about what I think about it and all that good stuff. So to start, I wanted to talk about Halo 5 for those that have been enjoying that gameplay, because I know there's a group that enjoys the Halo and the Halo 5. So yeah, over the last few months or so I haven't really played as much. I've kept a steady flow of gameplay, but to be honest, I've always been on the what's the best word to use? Basically the very end of what I had left to upload, basically. Which for most games I usually have a giant pool of content sitting around waiting to be uploaded because there's so much. But with Halo 5 it was actually starting to run out because I wasn't really playing it as much very often. And the main thing for it is just wasn't really enjoying it as much. Like, on the flip side, Master Chief Collection, I enjoy playing that all the time. But it was just getting mostly frustrating because, I'd be playing social and the teams would seem really unbalanced, and I was still having an issue with aiming. For those that don't know, there was this issue called heavy aim in the game, where it didn't matter if you had precision aiming or anything. If you were pointing at a guy, it would feel like your reticle was pushing away or slipping off of them randomly all of a sudden. And it had something to do with the network or whatever, but it was way more complex than that. But just when I was about to make a video, maybe about 2 weeks ago, saying I think I'm going to be slowing down the Halo 5 gameplay, 343 finally released a update. I think it was, after 2 years since the game came out. I think through investigation and the community showing some video proof of it happening, 343 finally found what was causing it, and they released an update. So for those that aren't aware, the latest update Halo 5 had, one of the fixes was a heavy aim fix. And I'm really glad that that got out, because I downloaded the update, I think like a Friday or two ago. I played the game, and I noticed, for me personally, I noticed a huge difference. I could finally use the Magnum, any weapon I was using or any situation I was in, whether it was close or far away. I was finally able to turn around and aim at the guy and not feel like I wasn't able to keep my aim on them. I've had that problem for 2 years straight. And for those that maybe not have realized it in my gameplay, it was really frustrating for me, and I definitely lost a lot of fights. The last videos that you guys probably watched, the last 6 Halo 5 videos that I uploaded, that was actually with the aim fix. And for me personally, I felt I had some of my better games for sure. Like, I was able to get a lot more kills, a lot less deaths, and I have more gameplay on the way. But basically, I'm happy to say that will probably keep me playing Halo 5 a lot more often now, just when I was about to kind of take a break through frustration. I feel way more comfortable now playing the game. I don't have to focus on my controller and the weird aim issues like I did, which is really great, because it was getting to the point where it was too much to bear for me, whereas I could play Master Chief Collection or even the old Halo Reach, and go on to that, and everything would be totally fine. So the next thing I wanted to talk about, now I've got the Halo 5 stuff out of the way, is some Black Ops 3. I mentioned in my last commentary that I've been playing that game a lot, and just to give an update, I actually have been still playing it every day and every week, doing the dailies and the weeklies, so that's not stopped. Some people may have noticed it, but I've been actually ramping up the gameplay because I have so much of it. So I usually do this with games when I get so much, I get past a certain threshold where it's like, even if I upload one patch per week, it's not enough. It would take forever to get these. So basically, I just wanted to say that there will be 2 times a week some Black Ops 3 gameplay. So if you enjoy Call of Duty or my Black Ops 3, you're going to see a lot of it. And if you don't, well, I'm sorry, but I've been enjoying the game, and there's quite a bit of gameplay. So in order for me to get through it, I want to be able to, do 2 times a week. I did this with Call of Duty, Ghosts. I've done it with Halo Reach, Master Chief Collection. I've done it with a couple games, so it's not like this is the first time. Oh my gosh, I don't like Black Ops 3. I don't want to see this. I've done it with other games, and Halo, I've definitely done it too. It just happens when I start playing a game a lot more, and then I realize I have so much gameplay. So that's basically what's happening there. I've been getting pretty good at the game. I've definitely been having a lot of fun. I feel like I started playing the game just at the perfect time too, because they been doing a lot of challenges and like special rare camos you can only get if you play like a certain day or week. So that's been pretty cool. I've actually gotten quite a few DLC weapons. I still want the Peacekeeper. That's my favorite gun. That was in Black Ops 2, and I still haven't got it in Black Ops 3, but maybe one day. But it's been fun. Surprisingly, that game, despite it being peer-to-peer, it seems a lot more consistent in network, thankfully, so I can actually enjoy it. Unlike some of the other games, I just, can't bear it, so I don't usually play it online, or I just don't care to play it online. But with Black Ops 3, it's been going really well. Having a lot of good matches, but yeah, I just wanted to mention that, so if people are wondering why there's so much Black Ops 3, it won't be going away for a while, that's for sure. I think I have acquired 400, almost 500 matches, and these aren't like garbage matches, these are, I'm getting the kill streaks and winning and crazy moves and stuff, it's starting to turn into Halo, where every match I play in Black Ops 3 is, worth uploading, basically. So because I'm playing it every day, I'm just acquiring so much without even having to think about it. Just as of getting off, or, to do this commentary, I just got off Black Ops 3, and I had a match where I went like 40-19 or something ridiculous, but that won't show up for a couple months because I have so much. I think I'm currently on February gameplay right now, so yeah, it's June of me making this commentary, and, I've got gameplay back from February still getting uploaded. There's just that much, but anyways. So, now that I'm done with those 2 games, it's time to talk about some of the new stuff coming this year. There's definitely been a few games on my radar that I've been, thinking about, either getting, or I most definitely will. One of those, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but, it got a trailer released before E3 like a month ago. It was Call of Duty World War II. That game looks really promising. Just from what they're showing and little things they've been slowly, I don't know if the word leak, because it's been coming from the company, just the company's been sharing. So they've been saying things. It won't really have a traditional class system and all that, and there'll be a different healing system. I think that's cool. Some people are like upset about it or something, but, people get mad because Call of Duty stays the same way, and then when they're actually innovating, everyone's getting mad because they're changing something. So it's like you can't win with that community or people outside the community. But I think it's going to be great, because for those that don't know, I'm a huge World War II kind of buff, I guess. I watch a lot of documentaries, both ones I bought or seen on Netflix, and then I've got a bunch of movies / TV series, Band of Brothers and all that good stuff that I enjoy. So to see them going back to World War II is really awesome. I'm excited for that, and I think the game will be pretty good. Since I'm doing this the day before the Xbox conference, and so in a couple days here, I think it'll be shown at the PS4 conference. But Call of Duty World War II will get way more detail and multiplayer just a couple days from now. But I've gotten all the Call of Duty since they came out, and I've enjoyed playing them for hours and hours, so I know I'm going to get my money's worth. I don't see any reason from what they've shown that I would not want to get that game, because it'll have offline bot support too, and for those that know, I'm a sucker for that stuff, and you know, I don't have to bear the stupid online network issues if there happens to be. But it being World War II, that's going to be epic. It looks really cool, and I've been waiting years to see a storming the Normandy beach type episode, and it looks like that will be in the campaign. So that's another reason I want to get it. Is most Call of Duty games, I don't really care for the campaign much. Like, I haven't even played Infinite Warfare's campaign. While I have played Modern Warfare's campaign, I haven't played the remastered version yet, but I'll get around to those soon. But they aren't like my priority. But you know, with World War II, I'm probably going to play that campaign first, because that's going to be awesome to go back in World War II and, you know, experience the next gen type graphics and, you know, all the mechanics, but back in World War II historical setting. So that's exciting. I think it's going to be great. And I think, you know, the multiplayer will be fun, and I know my friends will be getting that. So there's a really high chance you guys will be seeing me, you know, with some World War II gameplay later this year. It's kind of been on this channel a lot of the same games that I've had for the last few years, because nothing new has really come out. I mentioned in the past I might have like Titanfall or something, which I may, you know, get later on. But, you know, for now, it's mostly just been the same stuff for now, which I've been enjoying playing. And so, you know, that's kind of just been the regular rotation. But it'll be nice to get some new games from 2017 into the mix. Speaking of getting into the mix, I'll talk about Halo Reach briefly. I uploaded some of that gameplay maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think. Time flies by, so I don't remember when I exactly uploaded it. But yeah, I went back and played the game and, you know, played a couple matches so I could have it to upload. I don't really play Reach as often as the other Halo games, mainly because of the 30 frames per second, and it can be atrociously laggy, unfortunately. And, you know, it can be kind of hard sometimes to get some good matches when you have crap like that. And there are a lot of quitters on the game, too. So, you kind of have to strike lucky with teammates that will actually stay in a match and a game where, you know, you're not getting yellow and red barred, because I've had a couple of those. But I'm probably sure I already know the answer to this, but would you guys be interested in more regular rotation or Reach, or do you mostly just want to see Master Chief Collection in Halo 5? This is mainly for the people that enjoy the Halo gameplay on my channel, but I can definitely ramp up playing it more, but it definitely becomes a chore sometimes, because, man, some games just get really annoying and other games go really well. But it's kind of a you know, random gamble these days, just with the population being so much lower. But it is great to see the game backwards compatible, because you know, it brings up the population in general of people who aren't playing on 360 anymore, that only have an Xbox One, or just don't want to keep going between the two consoles. But yeah, doing those like couple games or so to get some more gameplay for the channel. It's always fun to go back to that stuff, and so I try to switch up the rotation on the channel too, because I mostly got the Master Chief Collection, Halo 5, Black Ops 3, Modern Warfare Remaster, and then, you know, in the off chance, you know, I'll have some other games. I actually haven't been playing Battlefield 1 as often, but as you've noticed, I just uploaded some, so, you know, there it is. You know, there's stuff like that I'll kind of do in between. And then I guess I've also been playing Mass Effect Andromeda quite a bit, but I don't get as many views on those, but I really don't care, because I enjoy playing that game. But I'm sure people don't seem to be as interested in it. Some videos get some decent views, but surprisingly, it's not as high as it was compared to back in the day when I uploaded Mass Effect 3. I had people that would solely watch my channel just for those, and I got a lot of views on them. And I do get some views with Andromeda, but I think the game just didn't get as well received, and which is unfortunate, because it could have been better. I think the multiplayer is good, but it can get pretty laggy too, which is unfortunate, because it's peer-to-peer. But man, some matches I have to like try and not get killed, but then random enemies pop up on my screen out of nowhere because of the lag. So it's like, some games it can just be really annoying when I know I could do better and I die or get down because of something stupid like that. But yeah, I'm still glad it's made because having a newer Mass Effect game is made, and I hope after hearing the Montreal team or whoever was working on it got downsized or whatever, I'm really hoping that they keep making some new multiplayer maps and add some more characters in, because I definitely want to play it more. But yeah, it is what it is, but that'll also be a game kind of in between the rotation and stuff. So I don't really have much else to say. You know, I might make another video after E3 because we got the Xbox conference tomorrow, and we'll find out more news. There's a very high chance I'm going to get an Xbox Scorpio though. I usually don't buy consoles when they first come out, but because this is more of an update or upgrade, and I don't have to restart my game library, I'm very interested in the Scorpio because it's going to be able to play 360 and Xbox One games, you know, better. Either games that have adaptive resolution can get higher resolution, or it's just going to boost the frame rate. Plus all the new games are coming, which one of those I wanted to mention, which I'm on the fence about getting. That's going to specifically have a boost for playing on the Scorpio is Star Wars Battlefront 2. Literally today, I guess it's tomorrow, as of uploading this, Star Wars Battlefront 2 at at the EA Play conference got some gameplay being shown, and that was really cool. That they did it kind of early, and they did their own conference, and then we finally got to see what Battlefront 2, at least the prequel era content, looked like. And I have to say, I'm pretty impressed, but I'm still gonna hold, you know, my judgment until we see, like, you know, some menu options and, like, you know, someone like playing the game that's not at, you know, pre-alpha footage, like the actual release footage, you know, of what it'll look like. But from early impressions, it looks like they actually took feedback. And for those that know, I actually made a video about what I'm hoping Star Wars Battlefront 2 will be. If you go in my commentary playlist, you'll find it. But yeah, it looks like they actually took the feedback from what fans wanted. We wanted more content. We didn't really like the random pickup crap. We really, at least, you know, me and my group of people that are interested in that, we really were unhappy with the almost non-existent offline content. They even mentioned on stage, you know, the criticisms, and they even mentioned skirmish, so it gives me hope that, you know, skirmish is going to be fully fledged, and I'll actually be able to enjoy the Star Wars battles that I wanted to in the first Battlefront game. I just couldn't because it only had the bare minimum maps and stuff. For those that know, I love bot support, and I enjoyed playing skirmish in Battlefront 1, but it gets old pretty quick because it just, they did it late, and they only had 2 devs working on it, so there really wasn't much there past the Walker Assault. And the bots were not that smart, unfortunately. But yeah, they showed that. The prequel era combat looked really cool. I love how they're doing the you earn points as you play, and then you can buy stuff in the match. This is not really a new concept. One of the first games on my channel that I started supporting and playing was Homefront. And for those that may not have even heard of it, I don't remember when it came out. I think it was before Modern Warfare 3. But that game had had classes. You could build your class, but then you earn points as you played in the match to buy vehicles or more powerful, like guns, or like a combat vest to give you more health or whatever. Like, it gave you things like that, and that was really fun. And if you guys go back and watch my gameplay, I'd have some really great matches in there from back in the old days, you know. This is like 5 or 6 years ago now. It's crazy thinking about it, but that was a really cool concept. So if you want to kind of see how that plays in a game, then you can totally watch my Homefront gameplay and see what it's like, how you earn points throughout a match. And it works, in my opinion, really well. And from what we saw in the gameplay, a couple of YouTubers I watched, like Battlefront Updates, he has full matches of his perspective, because EA was really cool. They let the YouTubers and streamers come to the place to play and let them record the gameplay for their own channel. So we got to see actual opinions and viewpoints of actual people playing that are well known in that community. But I'm really excited for a type of class system and stuff, and no longer pickups for heroes and crap. I do hope they have modes where there aren't heroes though, so if you just want to be a trooper, you don't have to get freaking lightsabered to death. But they did make it so heroes can now heal on their own, and what's even better is the heroes are not super powerful, they're not beefy in health. So there were guys that were regular troopers and just mowed them down because the hero wasn't looking at them, so that's kind of cool. I do enjoy just trooper versus trooper combat, but you know, we'll see how it plays out. But it looks like they're taking feedback. The theme map they showed looked really cool. It looks like there's more avenues to go instead of just straight in a freaking line. It was one game mode they showed, but I don't think you'll feel. It doesn't look like you'll be as stuck running down one pathway to die every time, because that was annoying. They did mention that the gunplay will be a bit more skilled, so that's really cool. The vehicles actually look pretty fun this time around. I might actually use vehicles more often than I did in Battlefront 1, because for those that know, I don't really use vehicles in games very often because I just don't enjoy doing that part. I enjoy being on the ground more, but you know, Star Wars being Star Wars, I might do that more. Of course, we haven't seen the full game. We've only saw one map, and we saw some other, you know, samples. But seeing the battle droids back, I'm super excited about that because I loved playing those guys. If you guys go back and see my old Star Wars Battlefront 2 gameplay I have on the channel, every time I play Trade Federation, I'm always a battle droid. I can't wait. One of the reinforcement types you can buy for the new Battlefront is a battle droid commander. It's the guy that has yellow stripes on him, you know? I really want to be that guy. I think you'll be able to, as you're a commander, you can, like, boost your teammates. That's basically what they do. That would be so cool. And there was, like, some stuff shown where you can make the battle droids use the Episode 3 voice, which is more high-pitched, or you can do my favorite, the Phantom Menace style, which is more low. But, you know, that's just a random thing for me. But, they said the DLC is also going to be free. There's no season pass, and so that gives me high hopes that Skirmish and online, everything will get all the content. It won't be biased like the stupid season pass in Battlefront 1 was, which I never bought because I hated that system they did. You know, so that's really cool, and I hope they add a lot more heroes and you know, more troopers. We didn't see any of those droid decal things, you know, from Phantom Menace. They're the things that roll, you know, and then you they deploy and they got a shield. We didn't see any of that, but you know, I'm hoping that we'll get to see some of those guys. And if not in the day it releases, we'll get updates from new troopers and stuff if they do this business model. My hope is it's not bare bones because they're going free. I hope it's, you know, it's going to be lots of new maps, new heroes, you know, within reason from what they can do for, you know, monthly or bi-monthly releases and whatnot. But, you know, I'm optimistic at this point from what we see. I'm not, you know, going to buy it day one yet. I haven't even pre-ordered or anything, you know. It's looking way better to a game that I most likely will get, but I want to see more before I jump the gun. But between that and World War II, those are the two games I'm really interested. And now, another game, oh, I guess I should mention one other thing about Battlefront before I close this thing off. Another thing is, with the free DLC, they have to, I'm assuming they have a model somehow they're going to make money. If they want to do microtransactions in the form of like cosmetics, you know, weapon skins or hero skins or like trooper skins, I'm all for that. I do not give a crap if they do a microtransaction system like that. That's fine by me then. I just don't want them to block the maps, block new starfighters, block new heroes. Anything that's gameplay changing, you know. I'm fine, because some of those skins I may want to buy for characters that I like playing as, or like, oh, I can have a scarred droid trooper for like $1, you know. I'd like to use that, sure, I'll support it. If it means that we get everything else free, then I have no problem with stuff like that. So I'm hoping that's what their plan was. And maybe they've seen through other games, maybe like Titanfall or stuff like that. That's how it worked better, because I think Titanfall had everything free, so it's good they're going that route. So, anyways, I don't know what other new games there'll be. Maybe there'll be another multiplayer game that will come to this channel that I'll have, because I didn't know about because of E3, but I don't think it's happening this year, just because it's being Sledgehammer, but there's been no news about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. I have a very high chance, or, belief that that is going to be a thing one day, but I don't think it's in the cards for 2017, just because we got remastered for the original. There's been rumors that Modern Warfare Remastered is going to get a standalone at least, and that's cool, because that means there's more people playing, which I have no problem with. But I think either next year or the year after is when we might get Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. But if we do get it this year, then I'm going to be ecstatic, because that's also a game I've been really waiting for, but we'll just have to see. But yeah, that's really all I got. I hope you guys enjoy this commentary. It's a really long one. I guess it makes up for all the time I have not been doing one. I've been seeing a lot of new subscribers. The view count, we're past 1 million views on this channel now, which is crazy. The views just keep going up. The subscribers keep going up, and the views on the videos I upload, it's still impressed every time, because I'll upload it and there'll be like 3 views like right away. It's like crazy. There's that many people watching my channel. But I want to say thanks to all you guys. I hope you've been enjoying the channel, and as I say, I have no intention of stopping. The only time I'd ever stop is, because there's been that terrible news about net neutrality, for those that know what it's about, where I can't upload anymore because internet gets blocked, and they data cap you to death, or you don't have the privileges to do certain things unless some disaster like that in a couple months happens. I have no intention of stopping, especially with a lot of the new games. The summertime looks like it's going to be a lot of the same old, so if you're enjoying the Halo, the Call of Duties, and the occasional Doom, Mass Effect Andromeda, other one-off games, those will be shown up in between. So it's been good, and I've been enjoying it still. Kind of like with the ebb and flow. Some games I start playing more, some games I play a little less, but I try to keep the variety per week up, and there's always going to be more of whatever you guys enjoy, that's for sure. So until next time, I'll see you guys later. Enjoy the rest of the E3. I hope you guys get to see all the games you're looking forward to. There's a lot of single-player games I'm also interested in, but it's not very much related to this channel. It's mostly about multiplayer, but I'll see you guys around. Until next time, later.